All right. Super proud of our guys. I mean, anytime you win, it's a great thing. But to go on the road and win, especially a division road win, is that's a huge next step for us. I'm just really proud of our guys. We're very much a work in progress. It's a 4-quarter game for a reason. Syracuse really played tough and hard, as I knew they would in the first half, and we kind of got control of the game there in the third quarter and finished well in the fourth. But lots of good things. You win the game the way we did. There's so much we can improve on. I mean, we're like I said, we're very much a work in progress, but lots of good things and lots of things that we can teach from. But this was a big win for us, huge win. And it starts with our defense. I thought they were just amazing. I mean, just the goal line stands. We had sudden change. They got a pick. We go right back and get a pick. We had 2 goal line stands. We had 8 sacks. I think we had the most tackles for loss we've had since I've been a head coach. And so just really proud of the D and just how they responded and never allowed them to get any momentum. Obviously, there were a couple of chances where they could have gotten some momentum, but our defense just kind of stuffed it out. But so just really proud of those guys. 187 total yards to our 612. That's a huge difference right there. And again, just shout out to those guys, man. I mean, I can't say enough about them. I mean, we had a couple of plays on us, but for the most part, we were really well positioned. We tackled well, and again, pressured the quarterback all night. But this is a great experience for us, great experience for our offense to have to come in this environment. I think this is maybe the 3rd largest crowd they've had here or something like that. And it was an awesome environment and again, a really good experience for us to be able to really be challenged and have to respond. And I thought we did. Did some good things. Trevor, I think he had a career high, 395 yards passing. We ended up with 221 rushing. And but no sacks, 0 sacks. So I was really pleased with that. And really, to be honest, we missed a lot of plays. There were a bunch of plays out there where we hit it, had a penalty, made a good throw, didn't make the play, or didn't hit the right throw. I mean, we were just left a lot. But to look up at the end of the day, you got 612 yards. T. Higgins, 7 catches for 150. Amari. I mean, can't say enough about Amari. 4 catches, 121 yards. And, we're going to attack from goal line to goal line, and to throw a little screen out there and see him go 85 yards is just incredible. Especially when I think he's just coming off an ACL reconstruction. So I'm just really proud of him, and good to see Ches. It was fun to see Ches break along in there at the end. Got those young guys in there. I think we played 71 guys. We got 72 up here. I think Tyson was the only one who didn't get in there. We're just kind of picking our spots with him right now. So other than that, just a huge win for us. Good to see BT knock down a couple. We had a high snap on the 3rd one, but he still made a good pass at it and hit the upright. But thought he kicked the ball well. And I think they had no return yards. So lots of positives, lots of good things. But and then our fans. To really, it's hard to tell. We got so much orange out there, but at the end of the game there, was, you could see our fan. We had a tremendous group of fans that made the trip here for this game, so we really appreciate their efforts to come and support us and the energy that they provide. So health-wise, I think we're in a good spot, but a huge win for us, and I'll be excited about getting back in the Valley next week.
What do you think of the way Mario played?
Yeah,
DK
excellent.
went
Yeah, DK his back was having a back spasm, and he kept every time he'd run, it was locking up on him. And but Mario did a great job. Y'all heard me talk about him many times. I mean, I've really been incredibly encouraged with what we've seen out of him all through camp, and so it's good. It's just great, just to have a little success. That's going to be huge for him, his confidence. And he did fine these first couple of games, but to be able to make a play like that in that moment, that's huge. It's huge for him, and he's just going to continue to get better.
Coach, when you saw Travis take that knee to the helmet in the first quarter, were you just thinking, here we go again, losing a major player in the first half against Syracuse?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was just wondering if he was all right. But when I got out there, he was more of his trap. It was a stinger. But he was fine. But no, I wouldn't think anything like that.
Dabo, what's it like when you look out there and you see your defense creating so much havoc and creating so many tackles for losses and sacks, seeing the pressure you guys got, and what was the message that you guys gave the defensive line this week that they performed like that?
Yeah, I mean, it all starts up front, and I think it just says that. I mean, we lost a lot of players, but we still got some guys around here that can play football, and as I said many times these last couple of weeks, our strength is in numbers up front right now. Playing a lot of guys up in there, and all those guys are doing a good job. Logan Rudolph, man, he got out there and made a couple plays, and he's playing relentless. And Justin, and I know Masker jumped offside on the one, but he's just going to get better and better. KJ, KJ's showing up, making plays, and Xavier Thomas. I mean, we've got a good group, and Tyler, and all those guys got in there. I think every one of them got in the game. But they're just going to get better. They're just growing and maturing, and they've accepted the challenge. And but it's really, being driven. Niles and Jordan doing a great job. That's our vets in there. But it's really being driven by the leadership on the back seven. I mean, those guys are doing a phenomenal job of providing the leadership, the discipline, and just we're very seldom out of position. And that's a credit to what those guys are doing in the back end. And those guys up front are able to kind of play free and know that they got help in the back end.
Dabo, they're really young up front. Did you give them a bunch of different looks, or did you just kind of beat them up?
No, we gave them a lot of multiple looks. I mean, we brought a lot of pressure. We felt like that we had a good matchup there, and but we were in and out of different fronts, and brought some pressure, played some coverage, played some man, and we mixed it up. And just proud of our guys for how they executed the plan. I thought their quarterback, he's a tough player, man. He got outside us a couple times and was able to make a few plays where we didn't contain him on the edge, and he just kept coming. I got a lot of respect for that guy. He's a heck of a player, and our defense today just kind of on the line of scrimmage. That was the difference.
Coach Trevor,
The offensive coordinators are available in the end zone now if you need them.
Travis makes the touchdown saving tackle at the 2-yard line after the interception. You get the goal line stand just like the Georgia Tech game. How rare is it for a team to be playing complementary football to that level this early in the season?
Well, it's a never quit mentality, and it's just effort. Bad things happen. I mean, bad things happen in life. Bad things happen in football. And again, it's how you respond. And like I said, it was good to see Trevor go back out there. First interception really poor job at wideout, and he's got that was a really poor job there. And the second one, he just tried to do too much. He threw it back inside, and it's just a bad play. But great effort by Travis, and kind of like we had with Trevor last game, but just to go and get them down, and then our defense goes out there and has a goal line stand. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, that's a lot of fun to see, guys be excited to go play defense regardless of where the ball is.
That way you call the team a work in progress a moment ago. Can you pinpoint any specific areas, 3 games in, that you like to see improve?
All areas. I mean, we're a long way away from a championship caliber team in any phase. I mean, we're doing lots of good things in all phases, but we got a lot to improve. The good news is you win a game 41-6, and when you watch the tape tomorrow, there's a lot we can do better on defense. There's a lot we got to do better on offense. There's a lot, things we got to do better on special teams, and just things that we're gonna get better. I mean, this is 3 weeks into the season, and we've got 3 wins. That's where we want to be, but we're a hungry team, man, and I think it's going to make us better. I'm kind of glad that everything hadn't just been perfect. I mean, we've had some challenges and some missed opportunities and things like that, and so it really keeps us humble, if you will, because we got to go back to work. We got a lot we got to improve on, like I said, in all 3 phases to get where we want to go. But all we can do is, can't win 40, win 3. And so we were able to accomplish the objective to come up here and win this game. And now it's back to the drawing board, reset, refocus, and just keep learning, man. Just keep growing, and eventually, hopefully, we're going to be a little more polished football team as we go through the season.
Dabo, what kind of a rare player is Isaiah Simmons to have? I mean, he seems to be a guy that just takes up so much space, and he's just sideline to sideline for you guys this year so far.
Yeah,
How rare of a guy is
there was one play, that little number 1 got on a little jet, and it looked like he was going to make the turn, and then all of a sudden it was just 11 just past everybody. And he's just a special talent. I mean, he's long, he's smart, he's physical. He's just one of those rare guys that comes along every now and then that can do a lot of different things. And so we've done a nice job of positioning him differently and asking him to do different things. Whether it be playing coverage or blitzing or whatever, but just super proud of him. I mean, and again, he's still last year was his first year to start. He's still, got room to grow. And the other thing I love about him is the leadership that he's providing.
Are teams attacking Trevor a little differently now that they have a full year of film and tape on him?
No, same old thing. I mean, he's playing one safety or two safety. That's about it. Today it was a lot of one safety and outnumber us in the box. And like I said, we got a lot of through looks early, and we missed on some plays that we need to make, and we will make. And when I say missed on plays, it was one thing or another. But we hit some too. Hit some big ones, obviously. So get better.
With what you return on offense and what you lost on defense, are you surprised at all that it's been maybe the offense that has been a little more work in progress the first few weeks?
I mean, I think it's been really all the above. I mean, first game we rushed for school record 411 yards, and the second game we threw the ball well against a really good Texas A&M team. Again, I mean we're not. I mean, other teams have good players and good coaches. I mean, we're not going to walk out there and score every time we get the ball. I'd like to. I mean, it's just that's not reality. Maybe we'll have a game somewhere where we will be perfect, but we're not. But we've been pretty doggone efficient, and we played 3 good teams. So defensively, I'm super proud of how we played in the red zone. I mean, we've given up some plays along the way, and we've had some turnovers, but just our red zone defense, and in particular our goal line defense, has been just out of this world. And so that's the biggest thing. But we're doing a good job. I think again the back 7. I think we've got as much experience on defense as we have on offense. I just think it's on the back 7. Those guys. We got a lot of guys that have played a lot of ball, and I think it's just built a little differently. But we're young up front, but we're experienced behind them, and that's shown up. And then those guys are doing a great job of creating havoc up front.
You mentioned the O-line and no sacks. That's one group you have to be proud of, their performance the last couple of weeks. But that O-line with no sacks, that's just something.
Yeah, I mean, super job. I mean, and they had we rushed for 200 something tonight, and we had 411 rushing in the first game. So, those guys are just doing their part. Again, they can't throw it in, catch it, and run it. They just got to do their job. And from the looks of it tonight, they did. They did a nice job up front. And again, we just missed on a few things that were there that we got to take advantage of as we continue to improve this team.
You mentioned Murray earlier. What was it like seeing him have the game he did still less than 200 days after some days?
Yeah, I mean, he's amazing. I mean, he really is. We really been trying to hold him back, and that he really convinced us last week that he could do it all. And it was good for him to get some experience last week, but to see what he did tonight was just awesome. And he's such an inspiration. He's one of the best leaders we have on this team, but he's an inspiration to a lot of people. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that are dealing with the same injury that they can look at him and say, hey, man, draw some inspiration and know that you can come back if you put the work in and have good doctors and all that stuff. And so it's pretty inspiring. I mean, it really is. It's awesome to see. He got some punt action tonight too, so it's good to see him get back in there on that.